Hi, it's Anne here. So today I want to talk to parents, myself included. Yes. So parents, respect your child's teacher. It's important. And in a few, I'm going to delve into why that is important. I understand that some of us had a bad experience growing up, you had bad teachers, but that is not the experience of your child with their teacher. Now, when a teacher calls you to school and tells you to come, or when they send your child home to you and they tell you to come with your child and discuss an issue, most parents take sides. And as a parent today, I want to tell you it's important when you have a child and your child transitions to school, step back, analyze your relationship with your teachers when you are growing up, and then distance your relationship with your teachers and your experiences and the experiences that you had from what your child is having. You know, parents sometimes they just don't want to understand, they don't want to listen as to why their child has been sent home. They take to war with teachers, fighting teachers and saying you're picking on my child, you're doing abcd, oh she was just making small noise, and then you sent her. There is nothing like small noise in a school. Picture this, some schools have up to 2,000 kids. What would happen if every child decided to make noise? Okay, to make that small noise. If you have never been a teacher, you have no idea how much noise one child can make and how much that can disrupt everything in the school. Okay, like this is interesting in a very bad way. Last year, a parent here in Nairobi was called to school. Their daughter had been, as school, as teachers, we sometimes have random checks. We check, the suitcases and boxes and lockers for students, especially when we realize that there's just something fishy going on. So after this inspection, this girl was found with weed, bangi, and alcohol and a dildo in the school, okay, in her box. So all these things were confiscated and the student was sent home to go and bring their parents. A day later, the father showed up with a gun. With a gun, walking from the school gate, threatening to shoot anyone in sight, walking, causing a lot of havoc in the school. Kids were just running all over. It caused a lot of havoc. And so the principal had to call for the situation to be contained from under the locker in her office. Now, when you do this as a parent, what have you done to your child? And then you come into the school, threaten everyone, tell teachers the way you know who and who in the ministry. And of course, calls are made to the school, teachers are intimidated, and then you force your child to remain in this school. You have technically isolated your child and alienated them from everyone else. Chances are no teacher wants anything to do with that child. Those are the children. As teachers, we get to a point and say, hey, huyo wacha afanye mtihani atutoke tu hapa tuende, and then you make teachers to be disrespected by other students. All right, it becomes a very difficult situation to be in as a teacher when you cannot correct your students. And parents come and they say, why were you checking her box? Invention of you are in invention of privacy. I don't know, I'll sue you, I'll do whatever it is that I'll do. Parents, let me tell you, when your child joins a school, they accept to live by the rules and regulations of that school. Okay? And school inspections, their personal property inspection is a random check that we take as teachers. And now, for instance, if these teachers didn't take this random check, how would they have known that there is bangi and alcohol and dildos in the school? Okay? And then here you are, instead of correcting your child, all right, and telling them that this is wrong, these are commodities that cannot be in a school. And then again, your child is a minor, and alcohol should not be sold to anyone under 18 years. neither are these drugs. Okay, what are they doing with them? Those are extreme cases, but some are just minor cases. Minor cases of just go home, talk to your parent, let them come. It is just, an indisciplined case. As a parent, you come here, you want to make everyone uncomfortable, talk to teachers, pull your eyes, roll your eyes, and a teacher is talking to you. What the hell is that? Do you know that as a teacher, I'm doing this as a professional who works with your child and who has seen that your child needs support or they need to be corrected? Let me tell you, beyond what I'm doing as a professional, whether your child changes their behavior or not, you see, it will not impact me directly. They are your child. They are my student. Yes, it's affecting my school, but after they are gone, they go out there. I remember in 2012, there is a student who gave us a lot of problems in school. Okay? She gave us hell, and that was her 4th year. She was sent in and out of school. One time, she also became a petty thief. She would just take things. Not that she came from a poor family or even she wanted to use these things. No, she would just even take other people's things and keep them. And then when you ask them, she says she just wanted to see what they will do. I remember the parents. The parents kept off that discussion to try and help that child. And what we did as teachers then, she was informed for, we just said, let her just finish her exam and go. I met that parent in 2015. And the first thing he said to me was, Mwalimu, I wish I had listened to you. I didn't know my child was that bad. Now, look at this. You are here you are, many years later, you are realizing the behavior of your child. And when teachers were telling you to correct your child, you didn't want to do anything. What are you going to do with it? And parents, you do not know your child. Don't say, I know my child, they cannot do that. You do not know your child. And this is why you do not know your child. You see, out of 12 months in a year, 9 of those months, they are with us teachers in school. And if it's a boarding school, we are with them 24/7, 365, okay? And when I say we are with them, sometimes it's teachers, sometimes it's the matron, it's the cateress, whoever looks over them, the school nurse. Now, when we tell you, this is your child, correct them and this is their behavior, don't come at us and tell us, oh, I know my child. How do you know your child again? Your child only comes home for 3 months in the whole year. And these 3 months, most of the time you are working, you only see them when you get home at probably 6 to about 9 when they go to sleep. In the morning, you've woken up, you've left. Maybe you spend weekends with them. Trust you me, you do not know your child. Okay? And during this break, endeavor to know your child. Okay? And have a good relationship with the teachers that teach your child. It helps your child to get supported. You see, when teachers know that this parent is cooperative or this parent will listen to me when I tell them their child is like this and we will work together to correct this child, becomes easy for the child. It also becomes easy for the teacher. But if teachers know this child, their parents will take to war if we tell them this, we also keep off. Hatutakange shida, by the way, hata sisi kama walimu. Right? Yes. When we are telling you, look at your child, we are not gaining anything from that. All we want is for that child to comply so that we can run teaching effectively. Because we are not going to teach if someone is making noise. How can we teach if someone is loitering in the school compound during teaching hours and yet they should be in class or in school, all right? So parents, as you spend time with your child this time, endeavor to know your child. Second thing, step away. Let your beliefs about teachers be that. But choose to build a relationship and believe and different beliefs about teachers. This will help your child. Okay, if you're picked on, I'm sorry about that, but this is your child we are talking about. All right, thank you.